And again, when you have a tornado or a hurricane or you have a problem of any kind in a state, that's what you have governors for. They're supposed to fix those problems. And it's much more local, and they'll develop a system, and I think it'll be a great system.
So Trump announced yesterday in an Oval Office press corps that he is going to retire FEMA after the 2025 hurricane season here in the United States to, and I quote, "let states help each other out." His plan to let states help one another cover the costs of natural disasters is an emergency disaster in itself, literally. And this is how it would go down. You know, Mississippi Gulf Coast, hurricane hits, devastates Biloxi and whatever again, like Katrina, okay? Mississippi can't go to the feds for help. Instead, they have to either A, be a governor who's got his shit together and already has money saved or whatever to take care of it, and or B, call a neighboring state to help you out financially. So like, Mississippi gets hit with another hurricane, they're supposed to just like call Alabama and go, hey, can you loan me $10 billion? And Alabama's going to say what? Sure? No. More likely, Alabama's going to be like, sorry, bro. We're kind of fucking underwater too at the moment because, you know, that hurricane that hit you went across my state and is currently going through the armpit of Florida and then up to the Carolinas. Could you loan me some money? It's like President Trump doesn't understand that states can't help each other out if they're all drowning at the same fucking time. This whole idea he's pitching that states can just Venmo each other money at a moment's notice when disaster strikes is ludicrous. I mean, sure, they got the EMCA, but that's just like to loan out firefighters and equipment and stuff. Not $2 billion in cold hard cash to rebuild. You know who does have that kind of cash? The federal government. Through programs like FEMA. You know, the federal government, where states send in tax money into a larger pool of funds, kind of like PayPal, and then distributes it to those who need it, like red states all the fucking time. Yes, FEMA, the agency that the United States learned the hard way that is necessary because trying to let 50 states wing it with duct tape and Bible verses ain't gonna cut. But there's a cherry on top to this scenario. Oh, what a sweet cherry. Yeah, Trump's plan is no FEMA. And when you add that into less affordable insurance or even no insurance options at some point, what is that going to leave you? It's going to leave you with no loans, no mortgages, just a lot of rain-soaked, pissed-off Americans holding rakes trying to put their lives back together. This isn't some grand American rugged individualism at play here. No, this is like climate era deregulation cosplay by a guy who thinks that we should just go out and rake the forest and nuke hurricanes. This is what happens when you say, we're going to send it all back to the states. This is what it means. Just like the way you all fell for that right to work bullshit, you're falling for the send it back to the states bullshit. All you're doing is agreeing to absorb insurmountable costs after a natural disaster, okay? And not let the government have to pay, the federal government, pay an ounce of it, even though you're paying taxes in to give millionaires tax breaks. If you live in a state that doesn't charge income tax, doesn't charge property tax, how in the fuck do you think your governor is going to raise enough money to have enough put away in a surplus to cover billions in damages? The insurance companies are going to pay. Baby, the insurance companies are going to fucking leave your state like they're fleeing Florida. They're going to be leaving, fleeing states that are like really prone to extreme weather events, wildfires, earthquake damage, and everything else, like rats jumping off a burning cruise ship. They'd be like, oh wow, too many disasters, too much risk, we're out of here since FEMA's gone. And if you like believe that it's not going to impact you because you don't live in a disaster prone area, you enjoy your land of Delulu, because the insurance companies, they're going to have to get their money back somewhere, which means higher rates for you. And just look at sales tax being increased probably if they don't tax your home, increase your payroll taxes, or anything else like that. Or are you going to suddenly be on the make the rich pay their fair share in taxes train when you realize how bad your pocketbook's getting smacked? Send it back to the states. God, you know how partisan this is going to be? Are you really going to hit up California or New York for money to help pay for your state's disasters? Because Trump is literally creating partisanship when the federal government offering a FEMA program eliminated that issue. Fair turnabout, I guess.